All right, next big topic.
Yeah, no, that's huge. The biggest one.
The biggest one. A little guy and a friend of the podcast named Joe Rogan.
A personal friend of the podcast. We'll probably have him on after Aaron Neville.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, especially now that we have had Aaron Neville on,
For sure.
why wouldn't Joe Rogan be on our show? You know.
So he signed a little bit of a deal, an exclusive deal with Spotify for his podcast and all the video that is associated
The video
with it.
too. That's the huge part.
Gone off YouTube, gone off all that. And this is a big deal, A, because Joe Rogan said he would never do it, basically. But, you know, I think it's great. I'm all for it.
I'm not.
No?
No. First off, I don't like Spotify.
Me neither. I'm not a huge fan. Although, if you're listening on Spotify, as a 10% of our audience does, thank you.
Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with like how
The podcast is still going to be 100% free.
I understand
This
that.
is not a paid premium Spotify thing.
No, I get that, and in the video, I just don't think will be to the standard of YouTube. I don't know how video works.
I don't even know
on
where you get the video.
I don't either. That's
I
what I'm
think he's
saying.
going to lose a lot of visibility on the video world. But here's the deal:
that's the way I.
It was over $100 million deal over several years. They didn't say how many years, but
100 milli.
which is not surprising. His podcast, and don't quote me if this isn't perfect, but 160 to 180 million downloads per episode.
Yes, I heard 160 to 190, but either way, it doesn't matter. Like per episode, we're talking about,
And there's like 4 or 5 a week. This is the most popular piece of media entertainment in the history of media.
Yeah, in the world right now.
Is
Like,
that
it's
insane to you? That he
absolutely? I did not know it was to that quantity.
I knew
of
it was
people.
that big, but
I didn't think it was almost 200 million people. I mean, how many people are in the United States?
I mean, think about it this way.
300 million?
If you have advertisers that are willing to pay even a penny, let's say 10 cents for visibility on that show
10 cents
per episode for some kind of visibility. All right. On 160 million views, that would be $16 million per episode in revenue.
Yes.
And 10 cents is not much.
No, I would pay them 10 cents per episode.
No, per listener.
Per listener. Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't do that.
Anyway, my point is, and I'm sure he makes companies fortunes, that advertise with him.
So that's
I know
what
for a fact he does.
Yeah, I know he does too, because that's what I was going to bring up is that every advertisement that I see on Facebook has Joe Rogan involved with it.
Yeah.
Like there's a rubber ring, like one of those like elastic rings that you can wear instead of your regular wedding ring. And there's, it's called Alpha Brain.
Yeah, that's his company, I think, makes Alpha Brain on it.
He owns it?
Yeah. Well, he's part owner.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
There's like so many things that pop up on Facebook that Joe Rogan is like involved with that is just being advertised because of his name.
Literally the biggest media personality probably in the history of mankind.
Isn't that's crazy?
And you know what?
And it all stems from Fear Factor.
Well, I mean, honestly, he's really good at what he does, and he makes a really good, entertaining show. But that's only the download part, and we're not even talking about YouTube. So he gets about 2 million views per episode.
So that's how I mostly take in his podcast.
I never watch
is
it
YouTube.
on YouTube.
I love it.
But he gets about 2 million downloads per episode on YouTube, and then also when he gets like Elon Musk, he got 13 million.
Right.
Huge views. So I mean, that's massive revenue on YouTube. As well. So that's going to be gone. And honestly, he's had a little beef with YouTube for a long time now. So
everyone does, everyone.
I think it's exciting for me, and it may be a little more of a pain in the ass because I listen through Apple. But the point to me is that it's legitimizing this medium, to a point that hasn't been done before, but was ready to happen.
None of it.
And listen. This is one podcast out of 900,000.
But it doesn't matter. One of them has to reach a certain point before all the rest start following suit. And this one has reached a point where they have taken it so seriously that they're getting contracts like this. So others will follow suit.
You're
you know
talking
what I mean?
about
Like
numbers per episode
they're
that are is bigger than every single show on every network on primetime television.
It's bigger than the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is like the best airing show every single year, and it has never come close to 190 million people.
It comes to like 19 million.
Exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how many people are in the United States?
350 million-ish.
So you're talking over 50%.
Well, but it's worldwide. There's 7 billion people on the earth.
I know, and I'm only saying that we're talking about the United States, and we're over 50% of the United States are paying attention to Joe Rogan.
Well, I mean, a lot of those people from other countries.
I know that, but I'm saying, like, if you only took it down to 300 million, you're over 50%. Right. I understand it's worldwide, but not the entire world has the internet either.
Well, come on.
No.
Like most of it does.
No.
Yeah, most of the world has internet.
I struggled to get internet moving out of Mazan.
Well, I mean, the United States is far behind in the internet game.
To who?
To Europe. One time I was in the middle of Ethiopia like 10 years ago, standing in a field, and I had 5 bars of LTE.
How's that possible?
Before I could even get it in Mazan, Illinois.
I don't even know how that's possible.
It's weird. The United States sucks for internet. Anyway, regardless, Joe Rogan.
That's big government.
Big deal.
Yes. Fucking Jerry Taft.
What else you got?